Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the NFHS Network and at the YouTube Boyertown Athletics Network, at Boyertown Athletics Network. We are back in the Bear Gym for the second time this week for more boys action as the Bears take on the Vikings of Upper Merion. Out sick today is Mr. Kaleda. And to do the work of one man, we need two. Jerry Kapp and Jimmy Towers joining me this evening in the booth. Welcome back, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us back.
Yeah, I'm glad we got asked back.
About to start the tip here. JV game went Upper Merion's way. I believe 10 points, was it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, 10 points.
10-point victory. Boyertown coming off a loss on Tuesday night to Perk Valley. See what they can do here out quickly in their 2-3. They're going to dip it down under the arc to start the game. See what we have here in the Upper Merion offense. Looks like Upper Merion might have a little bit of size advantage underneath with Davis. Looks like he might be matched up with Brant Rath tonight.
A little wipe here, screen. That's a great look.
And
Good take.
And there
Good take.
is Brant Rath. First points of the game for Boyertown.
Yeah, it's what we saw a lot of on Tuesday, those quick cuts and led them to quick, easy buckets right in the beginning of the first quarter.
That lane is wide open. Rath
that
with the rebound.
That looked way too easy. They got to shut that down. I mean, he missed a layup, but can't expect him to keep missing those.
Good to see a defensive rebound, though, for Boyertown.
Oh, 100%. I mean, that's definitely going to be an emphasis today. Limiting the offensive boards for Upper Merion and setting up our offense, kind of eating some of that clock and getting high percentage shots.
Great ball movement for Boyertown. Good idea. Just a little bit too excited there trying to get it out to Greaves. That was Trey Kern. Goes out of bounds. Upper Merion will come back the other way. Boyertown picking up man-to-man three-quarter court. Oh, no, 1-3-1. 1-3-1 for Boyertown back in their half-court set. Active hands up top from Johnson and Thompson. There's a three-pointer
All net
from Smiley. 3-2 Upper Merion, 1.5 into the game. Upper Merion in a man-to-man right now.
Boyertown keep passing the ball here. They had really good ball movement that second possession. Unlucky to get it out of bounds.
Looks like Upper Merion switching the screens. You want to see Reeves get mismatched, number 10 maybe.
We got Rath mismatched underneath right now.
100%. I mean, that's definitely something that we got to take advantage of because they're not even trying to fight through screens. They're just switching everything, and the mismatches are going to be key.
There's Johnson for three. That's just short.
It's
Good
great.
rebound, Trey Kern. Boyertown will reset. Long three-pointer, Braden Johnson.
Great.
Offensive rebound, Trey Kern. Boy, that was like that was Steph Curry distance.
Yeah.
That was far. That was from Douglasville.
Greaves top of the key, looking underneath for Rath, can't find him.
It's good seeing Boyertown get some offensive boards tonight.
Ooh, that layup a little bit off the back of the side of the backboard for Johnson. Active hands unable to convert. Shooter with the ball, skip pass. There's a three-pointer. That's going to be long. And Rath with the rebound. Looking at from your experience, Jerry, on these teams playing in the it just seems, I know we're only 3 minutes into the game, but pretty low scoring right now. Long possessions for Boyertown without a shot clock here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that they want to use to their advantage. Would have liked to see them do it more against Perk Valley, especially when the game was closer earlier in the game. Because if you eat up a minute and a half, and then get a bucket, I mean, that's puts Upper Merion at a disadvantage, and then you start speeding them up. They start making errant passes, and you start getting turnovers, and you turn those turnovers into points. I mean, I was always a run-and-gun type guy. I mean, I wanted to score as many points as a team as possible, but, I mean, you just have to play to your strengths, and if your strengths are setting up an offense and making 15 passes before you get a shot, I mean, you have to do that, and you have to stick to your M.O.
Trey Kern converts down underneath, and Boyertown gets another defensive rebound. They have a 1-point lead, 4-3. Just about halfway through the first quarter. Get another foul down low, I think.
I think it was on number 10.
That's the first foul of the game?
It is.
Wow. I guess we've had a couple stoppages. I guess that was a kickball earlier, I think.
That's
and
a
there's another
great
backdoor to
pass.
Trey Kern.
That was a great pass by Ryan Thompson. It was confident, tight window, put it right where it needed to be.
Boyertown 6-3 lead now.
Yeah, like Jerry said, if they can start up an offense, take their time on it. If it leads to buckets like that, might as well do it all night.
It doesn't matter if you win 20-21 or if you win 80-79. You're still going to win. Trying to get it inside of the baseline. That's going to stay here for the Vikings. Boyertown's going to pack in his own. Got a load line here for Upper Merion. Good ball moving from the Vikings. Here's the shooter, Smiley.
Oh, right.
Errant pass right to Rath. Braden Johnson gets it across the timeline. Guarded by Wynn. Got to be an open shirt. He had two blue shirts on Rath there. Jack Reeves gets the friendly roll.
That was just Reeves using his size to his advantage. I mean, he shot right over that kid with confidence, and, I mean, it fell for him. That's a push.
Braden Johnson,
Got to
man
push,
behind.
2-on-1.
Got to communicate. Thompson, no good with the layup.
I know we got to get back on D because they're going to look to push.
Unfortunate, but I like that run and gun.
And there's a conversion there for Hirshhorn.
Number one rule of fast break, got to stop the ball.
Marion's going to call timeout.
So with 2:54 left to go here in the first quarter, Boyertown with an 8-5 lead. Can't really say it's fast-paced at times. It's offensive set at times. Should be, all things considered, a decent game tonight. We'll see how it continues. Starting out well.
Honestly, it kind of looks like my type of game, the tactics.
Yes.
It really does. I really like to see it. As much as I like the fast-paced games, I'm a big fan of the tactics of it all just because I'm a soccer head and, we see a lot of good passes, good cuts, good movement off the ball, taking your time, and then all of a sudden just bang, there it is, there's the cut, and a quick 2.
Look at you, already making a soccer connection less than a quarter into the game.
Absolutely.
Looks like Upper Merion took a timeout to come out into a 1-3-1 pressure zone. They're going to trap at the timeline. Great look. If they can get it outside, there's an open 3. Good recovery by Upper Merion. They're back in a man-to-man. They're still switching.
Yeah, I would like to see him take advantage of this switch. I mean, they're not even looking to fight through it all.
A lot of bodies inside. Jack Reeves ends up the recipient of a loose ball on the floor.
I'll tell you what, if he starts to learn how to use that height to his advantage, I mean, he's going to be very dangerous in the future.
Long shot from Hirshhorn. That's off the front of the rim.
Board.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Jerry, obviously it doesn't come close to comparison, but it was like what my dad and I were watching last night with Joel Embiid. It's just too easy on the basket.
I know.
There's no one there.
That's a great pass. I'll tell you what, Thompson's seen the floor well tonight.
Rath unable to convert that. Here's a long shot from Cole. That's no good. I need to start keeping track of rebounds.
Yeah, Trey Kern.
Yeah.
Trey Kern and Brent Rath have.
I'm not counting
probably,
4.
Yeah, I was going to say at least
4
have
for
4
Kern
each.
alone.
Great job on the defensive end tonight for Boyertown rebounding. Limiting second chance shots is so big in this game. It's helping
I would like to
Boyertown
see him
with
set
that.
a high ball screen. I mean, even they're switching ball screens.
There's inside to Kern. That's going to run loose. He's able to get to it. Knocked around. We're going to come the other way. Smiley thought he would pull up. Drives baseline. No good.
Good defense by the Bears.
Sound like a broken record, but there's another defensive rebound. I think we have blood.
Yeah. Blood or a sweaty body.
They don't stop a game for sweat, do they?
If it's enough, I mean, if it's danger, the guys to slip, but, I mean, it didn't even look like they did anything.
Maybe he just got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like he was hobbling off a little bit.
trying to get the attention of the trainer. Greaves a nice baseline drive. That's going to be offensive.
That's going to be offensive foul.
Great defense from Upper Merion there. You saw that coming.
Yeah.
We saw that baseline drive 10 seconds before it happened.
One thing you could do there is jump stop and a little floater, but that's going to come. That's not something you just think about. I mean, you've been told to attack the rim your entire life. You just got to get those finesse shots when a guy's camped under the basket. Oh, looks like we got the tenths of seconds tonight. Look at that.
Wow, it's finally.
What a treat.
That is a treat.
Upper Merion, this is Gwynn. No good.
Good strong
great
rebound.
Position. That's Nick Ellis into the game. Just under half a minute to go. Braden Johnson getting the count.
We're going to pop.
Give it up.
Thompson's going to go to the low block.
And he does, and that gets knocked out of bounds. Boyertown will keep possession under the basket.
It's amazing how they continue to run the same plays.
Box set under the basket. Thompson taking it out. Brant Rath.
That's
a little bit of a push off, but we'll give it to him.
Term.
He's got someone corner. 4 seconds. Thompson's going to have to shoot.
Nice quick finger by Mr. McClellan over there at the scoreboard.
Yes, it is. Leaves him with 1.8. More than enough for a catch and shoot. And it's going to be Greaves in the corner. Oh, great.
Oh.
Better defense.
He got it off.
It counts. Look at Jack Greaves.
Maybe a slow finger there by Mr. McClellan. Spoke too soon. We'll take it, though.
Jack Greaves, great defense from Upper Merion. 1.8 seconds left on the clock. Boyertown gets it in. Wonderful block. I believe that was Smiley on the block. Jack Greaves able to get it and put it right back up immediately, and Boyertown goes into the start at the end of the first quarter, up 12-5 with possession to start the third quarter.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't already know, I know Jerry and I talked about during the JV game actually, but our boss says to say there's a lot of historical games on the YouTube channel of Boyertown Athletics Network on YouTube, including a lot of Jerry's games and Abby's games, including Jerry's 47-point game against Whitehall. And as we stated, could have been 50.
Definitely could have been, but I stink at free throws.
Are they going to rename it the Cap Network?
That's what we talked about. It was just
I don't know what he was thinking.
Well, it was good. A lot of them actually was the state run by the girls, which was cool.
Awesome.
That was cool. Like if you can post, like you have all those, in the vault.
Must have been a slow day in the Boyertown Athletic office, digging up old film.
Boyertown here to start the second quarter, once again up 12-5.
I would like to see them post old baseball videos of them winning the state championship as well.
That would be nice to see Mr. Kaleda in his element.
Exactly.
One too many time to the well, but Boyertown able to pick up the loose ball.
Skip.
And Greaves has something inside. I think he was probably trying to go for a foul there. We talk a lot about coming in with they had a great end of the first quarter, getting 2 unexpected points. You get the ball in the second quarter, and it just didn't convert. Those are the times you really, really want to get a conversion offensively. Got a couple subs in the game. Rath coming out. Good 1-3-1 pressure. Jared, did you run a lot of full court press in your day?
It wasn't something that we religiously stuck to, but I mean we did do it a lot to change pace. If a team calls a timeout, that was a nice shot. I think he has 6 points now.
Yes, he does. 2 threes.
But if a team calls a timeout and we're running a defense for 4 minutes and they try to draw something up against it, we'd come out and we'd show a little bit of pressure, mainly 1-3-1, and then if we were in a 1-3-1, We'd either go matchup man, which was tough because usually a mismatch, but you just switch off whenever you could. Or we just drop back into a half-court 1-3-1, which is something that we did a lot, especially my freshman year. We had so much length with Colton, Rob, Dave Kreis. I mean, Dave was a menace at the top because he was so long and he was quick and he was twitchy. And he got probably 3 steals a game just from that alone. It's a personnel thing. I mean, if you have the personnel to do it, I mean, use it to your advantage. But if you don't, it's just putting you at a disadvantage.
Boyertown, a little over a minute into this second quarter, unsuccessful on their last couple trips down the court. They're going to stay in the 1-3-1 full court pressure. Upper Merion able to break it pretty easily. Gets it down low. That's Davis. He gets his first 2 of the game. All of a sudden, Upper Merion's within 2. Inside, nice look over to Ellis.
One more.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him swing that. I mean, just holding the ball, it makes him lets him reset.
Greaves in the corner tries to get it to Ellis. That's no good. Upper Merion look to tie or take the lead, and they tie. And a quick timeout, not surprising, from Coach Miller.
Do you think they're trying a little bit too much right now, or what do you think, Jer? On the offensive side, do you think they're trying a little bit too much now? It's like almost, I mean, that was 4 or 5 possessions, all resulted in 0 points. It's
I just think they're forcing it. I mean, they're driving baseline and they're panicking instead of jump stopping, surveying what you have, and kicking it out if you don't have anything. I mean, the drive baseline, kick to the low block, I mean, it's been working, but Upper Merion, I mean, they're well coached too, and they're probably being told to take that away, which they have been doing, which is resulting into steals for the Vikings. So I think the Bears just need to swing it around. I mean, I would like to see him still take advantage of the switching screens, try to get a mismatch on Trey Kern underneath or Jack Greaves. I mean, it's something that you can use to your advantage and keep doing it until they stop switching screens, and then even then you can get some screen slips. I mean, there's a lot of easy points out there, and they just have to find them.
2-2-1 full court pressure here from Upper Merion. Got to find middle, look opposite. They do that with a
open
wide
3.
open corner 3. Nails
Bang.
Yeah, big one for the
That's
Bears.
exactly what Boyertown needed there. They can't celebrate here. They have to get back. Upper Merion now working baseline. That might have knocked out of bounds. Referee right there has had a much better look at it than I. Good defense. We're going to call that underneath the basket. Hirschhorn on the drive, contested by Greaves. And that's going to bring Rath and Blaze Fry into the game for the Bears. Thompson and Ellis will have a seat. Upper Merion with a line +1.
Yeah, the L.
Pretty unorthodox out-of-bounds play setup. Gets it inside of Hirschhorn. Good kick out. Upper Merion trying to utilize baseline as well. Here's the shooter. Smiley. Good recovery from Johnson and Kern, or from Fry and Kern. But here is Smiley for 3, and he hits another one.
Upper Merion reminds me of one of those college basketball teams that are like a 8 seed in a tournament, and all they do is just rain threes.
Right now, they have half of their field goals are 3-pointers. There's another corner 3 from Greaves. That's no good. Fouls his own shot, gets the rebound.
Travel.
And he's going to get called for a walk. He knew it too, and it's going to come the other way. Upper Merion's going to get another opportunity to take the lead. 4:55, 4:53 left in the first half. Corner 3-pointer this time is long. Rath fights for it, gets the rebound. Johnson's going to run. He's got a 3-on-3. Smartly pulls that back out.
Good board there by Brent Rath. He's been dominant.
This is the mismatch we've been waiting for. I'd like to see Brant just go up strong with that one.
Yep.
Smiley able to convert on that and one.
That's one of the plays. If you're going to foul him, you got to foul. You got to make sure that shot doesn't even get up.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was one thing we were always taught. And, I mean, if you're going to give up the two, give up the two. But if you're going to foul him, you got to take his arms out. I mean, within the rules of the game, obviously, I mean, go for the ball. But you can't let him get that shot up because, I mean, this is a free point that they miss. But you never want to give that up.
Oh.
But there's the offensive rebound.
Man,
They're going to
there's the
turn
wind
3
dreading.
into
Oh.
6. No good.
It's probably his first one that he missed.
Great rebound. Yeah, the first one he missed to the. No, he did miss another three-pointer earlier.
Yeah, I think he missed his first one.
Still,
Not many.
he's had the hot hand.
See, here come those
Yeah,
screens.
yeah.
Trey Kern was open on that drive after that that switch.
Yeah.
screen.
Switch again. Now you got Brant underneath. This is a mismatch.
Yep.
And Brant he's got to work. That was a
And
great
there
take
it
by
is.
Trey.
Great job by
Take.
Trey Kern.
If I'm Brent, I'm intentionally setting screens so I can get a smaller guy on me. I mean, whether it's in the bounds of the play or not, I'm seeking a smaller guy out, and I'm setting the screen on him
Braden
to get a
Johnson,
small guy on me.
Braden Johnson a little bit ahead of himself. If he would have looked up, he would have saw that was about 2 on 4. A little bit too quick.
Just take a second to admire good work by Jack Greaves under the basket. Great block, and to avoid going out on him. Unfortunate for BJ to get a little tangled up in the Upper Merion defense.
Hirschhorn kicks that back out to McFadden. He's going to get him underneath. Quick
D.
hands, great hand by Boyertown.
Jack Greaves again.
17
Yeah,
all.
numbers.
Yeah, I'm hoping Coach Miller recognizes the same thing you guys are.
Oh, I guarantee you he does.
Yep.
Turn
Open
him up.
man.
Ah.
Go
Great,
attack
great
that
hands
ball.
there by
That's
Davis.
a great take. Tell you what, number 20 is quick. He covered a lot of space in very few steps.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was like 8 feet and 2 steps.
10-foot jump shot by Davis. A little short. I think he was surprised how wide open he was on that shot. Thought he probably expected a little bit more of a contest.
Classic, I'm shocked, I'm open, I'm going to airball it.
BJ picks up his dribble, can't do that by the timeline. Coming up on 2:10 left.
Coach Miller looks frustrated over there.
Doesn't like what he's seeing. So we get this timeout. Exactly 2:10 left. Lot up on the board is the same. 2:10. Second marking period.
You all right?
Second quarter. 17 all.
Too much principal brain today, huh?
Too much. 2 fouls against Boyertown, 1 against Upper Merion. This is Boyertown's second time out of the game. Upper Merion has used 1. I guess I don't need to read that stuff off the board, huh? Because that's on that bottom of the screen, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So
Still, I mean, you can reiterate
little redundant there.
to be, for dramatic effect.
Smiley definitely the hot hand tonight. They have 17 points as a team. Smiley has 11 of those 17. Much more balance for Boyertown. 9 for Greaves, 6 for Kern, 2 for Rath. I guess Upper Merion's balanced if you don't take Smiley because they have 2 from McFadden, Hirschhorn, and Davis. But I think defensively, as you go into halftime here in 2 minutes, he's definitely going to be the one you want to key on, especially if this game stays close.
Well, just like we saw the other night with Julian Sadler.
That's why I like the idea of switching up defenses. I mean, when I played and I knew we were
Back
playing
in my day.
Yeah, when we played a team that I knew ran zone, I mean, I was licking my chops going into that game because, I mean, there's a lot of open areas for jump shots, and, I mean, it's hard to take away one guy when you're playing a zone unless you're playing a box and one. That's a great pass.
Beautiful pass
And
into
one.
Kern. He's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line. Really seeing the passing lanes well tonight are the Bears.
See if we can take advantage of these free throws unlike the other night.
Yep. Boyertown's first trip to the line. Upper Merion's only been to the line once as well. That was on Smiley's attempted three-point play.
There you go.
Another option they could utilize is I see a lot of Jack Greaves open in that corner 3 area. Most of the time, that help defender on the wing comes in and Jack Greaves is wide open.
Kern able to hit both. His 7th and 8th points of the game. Boyertown up 2, under 2 minutes to go. Looks like they're in their 3-2 now. Inside to McFadden, comes loose. Braden Johnson will bring it up to pressure right at midcourt. Cole's not going to give him a count. Now he does.
See, I think that's something that he's got to not take out of his game. I love the aggressiveness, but there's a time and a place to try to split 3 guys.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
And you finally regain the lead back by 2, and you want to build on it and get, especially with a minute 23 left in the half. I mean, that's just something you got to make your passes, and you got to try to get the ball underneath to Kern or Greaves.
Here's Smiley in the corner. That's the hot hand.
Yeah, that's not someone you want to leave.
That's
I was just going to say, Jared, it's kind of like just reading the game a little bit. 1:30 left in the game. You're up by 2, and you got to dribble through 2 defenders.
I mean, you look at that. That's a 6-point swing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And especially at a game where points are at a premium, that's a great take by Kern.
Great take.
2 more for Kern. Boyertown up 1. Definitely got a key on Smiley. Under a minute to go. Savior in the game for Upper Merion. Oh, no, I take that back. That's Hirschhorn. I thought it was 15.
No, this is Smiley.
Oh,
From the
here's
parking
Smiley.
lot.
Deep.
Rath holds onto the board. Big rebounding.
Well
Again,
done, Brent
opportunity
Rath.
for a
Great
swing
pass.
here.
Great pass.
Euro step. And he's going to get
And
a
he gets
foul,
a
and Brent
foul.
Rath will go to the line. You don't see Euro step in high school very
I love
often.
it.
Nice move by Brant Rath.
One thing that drives me insane is when refs see a Euro step and they call it as a walk just because they cover so much distance and change directions twice. I mean, it's not a walk, and they call it all the time.
Collective sigh from the booth as Brant Rath misses his first. I'd like to go the next 25 seconds without a jump ball. That'll give Boyertown possession and start the second half as Rath hits the second.
Good observation there, Jim.
Boyertown's just got to lock in for this possession.
And
There's
I
the
wonder who's
pressure.
going to get the ball.
There's a
Oh.
trap up top.
Oh, almost a jump ball.
Who's going to get it? Yeah.
Upper
Smiley
Marion's
now
very
coming
sped up
inside.
right now.
Let's
Oh,
lose
that's
it.
Boyertown.
Might have been off a foot. No. Stays Upper
I
Merion.
thought it was
ball.
off his knee.
I thought it was off his knee as well.
Boyertown's going to pack in this 2-3 a little bit. Thompson keying on Smiley right now.
Oh,
And they
my
find him
gosh.
right inside. That
Yeah,
was
it's just
that
something.
was really, really nice awareness there from Smiley. I think everybody, including myself, expected him to step out. He saw an opening and just so quickly was able to jump in there.
You would credit to the guy inbounding the ball, too. I mean, he saw him cut. I mean, under a second, he had that pass to him.
Tell you what, this could be the most efficient scoring night we've seen in a long time here at Boyertown coming from Smiley.
It's a great last name.
Including Sadler dropping 30 on Tuesday.
Yeah, but I don't know how efficient he was. Sadler at least had a few misses.
That's true.
I don't think Nick Smiley has missed more than once tonight. And
All right.
one of those misses was from the foul line.
Boyertown can get a shot off here if they're smart.
Oh, good attempt there by Braden Johnson.
Now, if you're Boyertown, are you happy that you're going into the locker room tied?
Because I feel like we squandered a couple opportunities, and this game should be.
You definitely feel like you're losing,
Yeah.
I would say.
I mean, if you really got to lock in a couple errant passes, I mean, turnovers that were forced. I mean, that's something that you have to hone in on in the locker room, come out and play a clean half of basketball coming out to win this game.
And they started so well. I mean, I remember them being up by 7.
6 or 7.
6 or 7, and then they got tied at 17-17, and then they were up again, and Upper Merion just comes back with Smiley being, I think, player of the first half. If I had to pick anyone, him or Brant Rath.
Without a doubt, and the key to the game here is winning the quarters. And Boyertown won the first quarter 12-5. Upper Merion won the second quarter 17-10. So definitely some lopsided quarters so far. We have 2 more to go here at Boyertown Area Senior High School. We'll be back with the second half here on the NFHS Network. Welcome back. Getting ready for the second half, and there was no jump ball. Why did they turn the arrow? I thought it was going to be Boyertown's ball. Oh, you know what?
I think
I'm
it
wrong.
went out of bounds, correct?
Yeah, no, I was looking the wrong direction. It's Upper Marion's ball. That's my fault. All these good hopes.
Oh,
Yeah, the court
they
flip.
had to switch it because they're going.
Yes, because they're going the other way. Yep.
Because they switched sides after halftime. That's
Yeah, that's my fault.
it's an error.
45 seconds left to go before we get into the second half. Looking down at the score sheet here, Upper Merion Vikings, 2 points from McFadden, 2 from Hirschhorn, 2 from Davis, 16 from Nick Smiley with 4 3-pointers.
I'm intrigued to see what he does this half, for sure. Jerry, if you were Coach Miller, what did you talk about at half?
I mean, you just got to make Smiley uncomfortable, and sitting back in his zone isn't really the answer for that. I'd like to see him extend the zone a bit if they want to stay into it. I mean, it comes down to he has 16 points. You need to make somebody else beat you. And if you can do that, and they do, credit to them. But if you can take away Smiley and let other guys try and beat you, I mean, you're going to be in a pretty good situation.
Yeah.
On the defensive end for Boyertown.
Yep.
3 points for Brant Rath in the first half. Pretty even scoring the rest of the way. 10 for Trey Kern, 9 for Jack Greaves. Boyertown 3 for 4 from the line. Upper Merion 2 for 3 as a team. And Nick Smiley 2 for 3. Only one to the line for the Vikings.
And they're in zone, but I was just going to say, if there's one person, if I were Coach Miller, if there's one person to make him uncomfortable, just because I know him so well, it's BJ. Put BJ on Smiley, making him comfortable. Just watch him the whole night.
For a half second there, it almost looked like they were in a box and one.
Yeah. That's what I mean. If they put BJ on him, he'll
Turn
make him
kick.
comfortable.
Here's
Kick
Greaves
it
in
out
the
to
corner.
Greaves. Here he is in the corner.
I'm telling you, he's open in that corner.
And here comes Smiley. Kick it out to, I believe that's Hirschhorn. Gwynn
Yeah,
for
that was
3.
smooth.
His first points of the game. There you go, Jerry. Get someone else to beat you. Gwynn puts in 3. They're up 3.
Yep. I mean, you just got to close out. That's a
Errant
bad
pass.
pass.
Too soft of a pass there from BJ that time.
Not just soft, very readable.
Yeah, it kind of telegraphed that pass, and you get burned for an easy foul or an early foul.
That's one thing, and especially in high school and all sports that involve passing like that, is it's so easy to read the eyes and read the body language of someone that you can just intercept that ball easily.
They're in a box
Yeah,
and
they
one,
are in a
Jerry.
box and one, yeah.
Yep. And Gwynn again for 3. No good. Good rebound. Brant Rath on the weak side. Good drive by BJ. Unable to hold on to it.
Now you can tell Boyertown when they start going fast that like the turnovers happen. I mean, they just got to stick to their game. I mean, set something up, cut, screen, but when they start going fast and they speed themselves up, all bad things happen.
Quick 5 points for the Vikings.
Looks like Upper Marion's in a zone.
Inside to Kern. He's going to take on Davis. Back out to Johnson.
There it is.
Here's Trey Kern from the top of the key. Off the front and the back of the rim.
Yeah, like you said, Jared, just play to your strengths. What was working the first half was taking your time. Don't rush anything. No errant passes. Don't force anything. Just play your offense. Get your buckets.
Upper Merion
Just
doing
like
what they
that.
need to do.
Just like
Hirschhorn with
that.
2. Coach Miller's going to call a timeout here pretty quickly.
Yeah, just like
and
that.
there it is.
I mean, if you're Boyertown, you can't let him get in that deep. You got to step up. I mean, make him kick the ball out. I mean, a 4-foot floater is a higher percentage shot than a 3-pointer from the corner.
Well, credit to Upper Merion, Jerry. You
100%.
said it. You said it coming out of halftime. Make someone else beat you. Boyertown comes out in a box and one, holds Smiley scoreless early in the third quarter. But Gwynn and Hirschhorn able to put in 7, give them a 7-point lead a little over 2 minutes into this half.
And I give credit to Smiley, too. I mean, riding the hot hand's one thing, but coming out and forcing shots. I mean, he recognized he's in a box and one. He's trying to draw as much eyes on him as possible, and he kicks to the top of the key to get a nice, easy layup out of it. I mean, you could tell he's a seasoned vet out there. He's just savvy, just the way he handles himself and plays. I mean, I give a lot of credit to him too. The Bears definitely got to stop him, but also have to fly around and try to get hands and faces when the three-pointers start going, and defensive rebounds are going to be huge.
He's a seasoned vet, all that stuff. Do they give you, Jerry, when you play for a professional team, do you get like
Media
a media handbook, like what to say to the media?
I was
Reeves
never.
puts into.
I never spoke to the media, but we do have a public relations guy. His name was Jared when I was with the Jets, and we had 3 or 4 meetings, especially in New York, because the New York media, I mean, when they say it's different than anywhere else, it is different than anywhere else. I mean, you got the New York Post, one of the biggest newspapers in the entire country, something journalists strive to work for. And, I mean, they're trying to get clickbait out of you. They're trying to get one shady, sketchy quote from you. Oh, almost rattled
BJ
it.
almost rattled that in.
But they do give you training on it. It's basically say what they want you to say and don't say anything that will get your name in the media, TMZ posting about you. I mean, just stay out of the public eye as much as possible. But, I mean,
just don't draw any attention.
there's no handbook to it. I mean, it's just say what they want you to say and always credit the team and the other players and coaches.
Yeah, stay out of the public eye. You did
Yeah.
a real good job with that, Jerry. 4:20 left here in the third quarter. Boyertown able to come back a little bit, cut this lead to 5.
Oh, great
nice
cut,
baseline
Brant.
to
You
Rath.
got to get right up there. Yep.
Good body position as well from Brant Rath on the baseline. He puts in 2 more. This lead is now 3.
Yeah, Upper Merion just closing in on the help defense, making Brant Rath wide open.
Got a drop
You gotta
on
fall
the
back
weak side,
23.
got a drop on the
Yeah,
weak
we saw it up
side.
here. Definitely got to rotate. I mean, when you're in a box and 1, that can't happen. You're supposed to have someone camped on
Well,
that
the
low
thing
block.
too, the thing too, I can't imagine a team spends a lot of time practicing a box and 1 in practice.
Oh, no, never.
Unless,
Greaves
Jack
Jack Greaves
man.
again.
unless of course on a
Find it.
scouting trip you may have seen that Smiley is the majority of their offense. Maybe you threw it in a little bit this week, but certainly that's not box and 1 triangle 2. Not
Like the guy right under the basket right now?
Yeah, I mean, if you're... Yeah, it's definitely... You can tell it's not something that they've practiced, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure
4
Smiley's the majority of their points, but, I mean, it's definitely not something... Oh, BJ from the pump
Yeah,
fake
I was
from
just
half
gonna
court.
say, from half court shot.
BJ from the logo.
I really like how they're feeding Kern. I mean,
Trey Kern
He's-
wanted a foul there. It's going to be Smiley to Gwynn, and they're going to put up 2 more.
Both slow getting up.
Gwynn quietly with 7 points here in the second half already with a 3 and 2 field goals. A lot of fighting going down underneath with Davis and Kern.
He pulled the chair from Kern.
That's
I
going to
hit it,
stay
though.
here in Boyertown's ball. Dalton Kirchner, excuse me, checks in for Boyertown. Trey Kern trying to get
that's a great
possession.
rebound by Jack Reeves.
Beautiful rebound.
Nice.
Telling you, he's got the size advantage down there. If he could keep using it to his advantage, he's going to be good.
4-point lead now for Upper Merion. Boyertown just keeps it. Got to
gonna be-
watch Davis again.
It's going to be rough because as soon as the Upper Merion figures out that he can get his players in positions to score just like that, Boyertown's going to have to think about switching it up. They've scored on almost every possession down the floor.
I mean, I would almost like to see them go man.
I agree.
I think that's a great
BJ.
shot by BJ. I think man coverage suits him better. I know it's not something that Boyertown has done in the past couple of years, but I mean, a box and 1 is tough. You've 4 guys that have to cover a lot of surface area while 1 follows Smiley around. If you just lock up Smiley and kind of face guard him and play man coverage all the way around, I mean, it's not like Upper Merion has a mismatch anywhere.
Scoreboard is wrong. I have 37.
I think it's 37. I think he gave the points to the wrong team, 37-31.
No, it's 37-33.
33.
I just don't
Yeah,
think
I
he
think they
gave
were
2
down by
points to
4.
Upper Merion.
I think they're sorting it out now. But again, yeah, I think almost putting in your terms too, Jerry, is doing that man with like almost like a spy on Smiley. Just making
Just have
keep-
someone there.
just
If he
keep an
catches the
eye
ball,
on him.
make him uncomfortable.
Again, like I said, putting BJ on him he'll work them.
Well, the Marvel Notebook is not official, but the Marvel Notebook has 37.
The Marvel Notebook is fair and just.
Cole at the line looking for his first points of the game. He's able to convert the first foul shot. Makes the lead 5 for the Vikings.
One thing you got to be careful with Smiley, too, is, I mean, he's great off the dribble, and he's looking for his guys. I mean, if he beats you off the dribble, he can kick to the corner. He can kick to that low block where they've been finding success tonight. Something to be aware of. And your rotations have to be key in a box and one. And if the rotations aren't there, I mean, we've seen it tonight. They're getting a lot of easy buckets.
Johnson kicks out to great defense there from Smiley.
Gonna get it back.
Now doing it on both ends of the court.
Way to retain possession.
Baseline knocked out of bounds. Oh.
They've been doing that way
Great
too much.
job by Hirschhorn. And there's Gwynn. Scores 2.
Wow.
That's
and he'll
another
go to
one
the
of
line
those.
for a third.
It's another one of those.
If you're gonna foul in that situation, you have to.
Well, they fouled him hard enough. It just
I
went
know,
in.
right? Yeah. You just got to get that arm. Can't even let that shot get up. I mean, it's a lot easier said than done, but
They hit him hard.
Josh Gwynn looking for his 10th point of the third quarter.
Of this quarter. Wow. Good for him.
And the lead is all of a sudden 8. Braden Johnson, a little bit of difficulty with the handle at the top.
if you're Boyertown here, you got to be careful. I mean, we saw this the other night with Park Valley. I mean, 8 gets to 10, gets to 12, and then you knock a 3 in for 15. I mean,
And here's a 3 from Gwynn.
Yeah, and almost the
read
same
that.
exact timing, too, Jared. Right at the end of the third.
yeah, like you got to be careful they don't bust it open
Got
and
a little away from him.
start scoring, putting together a couple. Like right here, you got to beat this with a pass.
Yep.
I mean, you're not going to get all the way into the rack off the dribble.
Trey Kern with a size mismatch here.
I like that cut.
Unfortunate for the Bears.
Kicking out. They're going to find Cole.
Wow.
And there's a 3.
Wow. Just like that, they're down 11.
We looked at Upper Merion going into half and said Smiley is their entire team.
Yeah.
And they've come out in this third quarter and they proved that they are a balanced team. Something that we didn't have to see because there's Smiley with his
Oh
first
my
points of the
goodness.
quarter.
His first points of the quarter. That's 24 this quarter for Upper Merion. And Smiley only has 2.
Yeah, like I said, they're a balanced team that we didn't get to see in the first half. I mean, I give a lot of credit to their other guys answering the bell when they went box and one. Looks like BJ's coming out. A 23-second breather.
And it's to your point, too, earlier, Jer, about, sticking to your playbook for the Bears just because they look panicky. Now they're just kind of throwing up shots, just forcing a little bit more because they're down. They could have now they're down to 13.
Yeah,
Just
like
chucking up shots.
like right there, you've 9 more seconds. You could have got a better shot.
Good defense the other
Gotta
way.
go.
See if we
Gotta
can
go.
convert here.
You gotta
Gotta
go.
go. Gotta
Yeah,
go.
Shoot it. He didn't get it off.
No, he did not. Wow, quite the offensive output from Upper Merion, putting up 24 points in the third quarter. Josh Gwynn doing his best Nick Smiley imitation. Puts up 10.
It's just when they went down a little bit, the Bears just looking a little panicky on the offense, trying to dribble through players, trying to go one-on-one, going through 4 guys, instead of just remembering what they were doing to get buckets in the first quarter. Just cuts, driving in, kicking out, screening away.
I mean, the turnovers that Boyertown had this quarter, it's not like Upper Merion was some world-ending defense. I
Yeah.
mean, a dribble out of bounds, 2 baseline kicks that got stolen.
He's shooting himself in the foot a little bit here. Fourth quarter already. Down 13. Need a big statement here from Boyertown if they want to go in the win column in the pack matchup tonight.
Well, didn't you say that in the O.N.J. Roberts game they had quite an outburst in the fourth quarter?
25. They scored 25 in the fourth.
They are going to need that here tonight. Down 13. They will have possession. One of the things Kaleda and I talk a lot about, and we always talk about at the beginning of fourth quarter in games like this, especially when you have the ball, this is a huge possession for Boyertown. It's not the end of the world. It's not the game ender. But you're down 13. You just got basically
You just
doubled up in the third
lost.
quarter, 24 to 11.
Third quarter. Yeah,
So-
big loss to the third quarter.
So you definitely, certainly will help to get a conversion here.
Yeah, I'd like to see excuse me, I'd like to see a set play here. Try to get a decently open shot, something that I've kind of been struggling with, especially in that third quarter. Looks like they are setting up something.
And especially when Boyertown goes down by 13 and they try to go back to their playbook and they like to, take some time off the clock and utilize their possession.
I like that.
There we go.
I like that a lot.
Utilize the possession, but now they only got 8 minutes left in the fourth to, set their offense. So it's kind of like a tale of two ends. They got to go quick, but also they want to utilize what their strengths are.
Dalton Kircher with 2 for Boyertown. Open up that fourth quarter. Nice hands there from Dalton as well in the corner.
Smiley.
Here's Smiley.
Uh-oh. Got to get the board.
Might have taken a step
A little
there,
bit
but
of a
we'll
walk,
give
I
it
was
to
just
him.
thinking
Peck
that.
for 3 is no good.
It's a good board.
Greaves
Nope.
with the rebound.
Yeah, look up.
All right, see, this is what I mean now. You're going to set up your offense. Down by 11 now. Can't take too much off the clock when you're setting up your offense, but just get a bucket.
If I'm Boyertown, I'm looking at that swing pass. That
Okay.
cross-court skip pass. I mean, the guy at the top of the key's taking away the top guy in the offense, and the guy in the wing is wide open most of the times, and you just have to have the guts to throw that in. Because I don't think Upper Merion's baiting them into throwing that pass because we haven't done it.
Right.
And there's Kern, gives that back to Thompson. And they're going to reset here against a 2-3 zone. Oh, take it back there, man-to-man.
Yep, there he is. Kick out.
Kircher kicks out to Rath.
Rebound.
Thought we had that one there. Ends up in the hands of Peck. The Vikings go the other way, up 11. Ellis and Johnson were off. Now they're going back.
It's got to be
Offensive
offensive.
foul.
Has to be.
Brant Rath with the Eddie Higgins Award.
Brent Rath stood in there like a statue. Did not move. He
Blaze
draws.
Fry and Nick Ellis back into the game for the Bears. Well, Boyertown's definitely getting the stops. 2 trips down for Upper Merion. No points yet.
You need to capitalize. They scored on the first possession. That's it.
Good look inside. They're going to get a hold. That'll be the 3rd foul
All right.
on Upper Merion.
2 more. Stop the clock. 2 free.
Nick Ellis will take the ball out of bounds. We got a high line here from the Bears. And there's Rath, power dribble, tries to throw it off of the hand of one of the Upper Merion Vikings. Able to do so. They'll take it out on the other low block. Move over, Nick.
Got to get it in.
Looks like Boyertown was a little confused on that set there.
Oh, it's a great defensive play.
There's a 3-pointer from Gwynn. That's no good. That touched the
wire.
rope at the top, and Boyertown still doing what they need to do, keeping the Vikings scoreless. 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the third quarter. Problem is they've only scored 2. Gwynn on the fast break. The lead's back to 13.
Yeah, I think Upper Merion's pretty happy playing with that counterattack offense. Because the Bears, they know they're going to sit in, try to play something. So if they get a quick steal, somebody's going right away to the basket.
Vikings are definitely going to take their time here for a decent shot.
Is BJ in foul trouble?
Yeah, he might be.
Because he's been out ever since the end of the third.
He's been out for quite a bit now.
Hirschhorn kicks to Nguyen, drives baseline. That's no good. Great rebound there from Trey Kern.
Yep, needed that stop. Big time.
He's got to be nearing 10 rebounds, double digits. I mean, he's been all over the glass tonight.
All right.
Hand check.
There we go.
That's another foul. That's
One
four.
more.
One more gets him to the line.
The Upper Merion faithful are probably
A little upset about the foul distribution this quarter, but I mean,
The
10
probably
people in the stands.
6 Upper Merion faithful we're looking at in the stands.
How you doing, guys?
It's a long trip in the
It is a long trip.
KOP, the 422,
It
with
is a long
traffic.
trip.
your
422
skip
traffic's
back.
a mess.
Yeah.
Rulli ends up with it. Still down 13. Getting close to the. Getting close to the.
That's what
Tom,
I mean.
you
You
gotta-
wanna set up your offense, but also it's the fourth quarter. Clock is ticking.
Oh, there's that. One of the Havel checks from Blaze Fry.
Yep.
That was smooth.
Yep.
That's tough. 2 from Cole. He's got 6 on the night. And all of a sudden, it's a 15-point game with under 4 minutes to go.
Nice elbow jumper.
Trey Kern
One.
inside.
And one. Now the fouls are at 5 now.
They need some 3-pointers, and that's one way to do it. Get Trey to convert here to cut it back to 12.
The old school 3. But now the Bears can drive to the basket, and keep drawing fouls, get to the line, stop the clock.
Cole gets pressured up top from Fry.
Good trap.
Great
Looks
trap.
like Upper Marion's going to take their time.
They're going to take their time. They're going to call a timeout. They got 4 of them. And it doesn't look like they are in any hurry whatsoever. Up 13 with 3.5 exactly to play here in the fourth quarter. What do you get at Argento's?
2 slices and a drink.
I got
Classic.
Buffalo chick?
a barbecue chicken and a pepperoni roll, which was unbelievable.
It was really good.
Shout
Great
out to
people over
Argento's.
there at Argento's, yeah.
Yep.
Mrs. Argento, Conchetta, Daniela. Great, great Boyertown institution and Boyertown family, the Argentos.
Have you ever had the chicken from Argento's?
Oh, yeah.
It's great chicken.
Very good chicken. Might have to do a fried chicken rating. Argento's is good. Redner's, I think.
Oh,
It was very good.
Redner's might take the cake.
Renner's is very good.
Although,
Giants good too.
another Boyertown, got to give a shout out to Coach Todd Moyer. Moyer's Catering's fried
Yep.
chicken is awesome.
have you ever had Royal Farms fried chicken?
Not a fan.
Never had it.
That's a big statement. From
Not,
No.
not a
Jim.
fan. Not
That's
a
bold.
If he's not a fan,
I've actually never had it. I mean, I've heard
Fan. No,
good things, but
Not a fan.
you know what I'm amazed by? More down south is Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I've heard of Buc-ee's.
The gas station that
Yeah,
looks
the
like a
big huge
Costco.
Never
Trucks.
had
Yeah.
it.
Eating fresh brisket from and filling up my tank.
My kind of place as we come in.
Yeah, it is.
Looks like Boyertown's doing a little bit of trying to foul, but they're certainly pressuring and hoping for a turnover. They're going to get a foul.
Jelly on that one.
BJ's back in the game.
No NBA continuation on that one. That'll be the first team foul for Boyertown. Look at one advantage of it is, you're not going to get the one-on-one to get them to the line, but you got plenty to play with and play some aggressive defense until you put them at the line. Could result in a turnover or two. Possibility to cut this lead down to single digits.
Yeah, this is the point in the game where you want to make the refs make the call. Try to speed them up, get a turnover or two. Like to call the foul, it's not the worst thing. You send him to the line. You need the ball back anyway. Oh,
That's a-
I thought it was travel.
That was a walk.
Yeah, Upper Merion's content to not take another shot this whole game unless you're wide open like Cole.
It's a foul.
Wow.
Too.
That was a tough finish,
lucky.
man. Tough finish.
That's what happens when you pressure like that. If they're able to move the ball, they're going to get somewhere.
Can't
Johnson
have no
trying to
shots.
convert, unable to do
transition defense is just not there. I mean,
Yep.
especially in this
yeah.
fourth.
Yeah.
I mean, Upper Merion's starting to blow this open now. 17-point lead.
And they're trapping right up on the line. Still in, still good.
Swing it. Swing it. Yep.
Ryan Thompson's three-pointer is good.
Is that now? What are they going to do with
Yeah,
that?
bucket
It's good,
counts.
and then there's a foul, or because if it's good and a foul, they should get 3 and then go to the line. Correct?
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, it's a make and a foul. Look at that.
Basket
It's a
counts.
5-point.
5-point play.
5-point play.
How's it a 5-point play? You only get one shot. Made it.
I don't think
Someone else got
it
fouled.
was away from the ball,
It was
the
away from
foul.
the ball.
Oh, away
That's
from
what
the
I
ball
mean. That's what
foul.
I mean. It was
Okay.
under
Yeah.
the basket foul.
Gotcha.
They made the bucket, then called the foul. So this, yeah. So it's a 3 and 2 more.
I mean, if you're Boyertown, you get 5 points with
Yeah.
no time off the clock. I mean, that'd be
Come on,
huge.
Dad, it's the classic 5-point play.
Yeah.
10-point games, 2 possessions.
Never heard of that. You never heard of that? Need it. Need it.
There's one from Blaze
Need
Fry.
it more than air. Yeah, now that they know that, sure, they can keep going 5-point swings.
Missed the second offensive
Great
rebound.
offensive rebound.
Ooh, he might have walked.
Good take.
Oh,
there we go.
Ryan Thompson gets the home court roll.
There's the classic 6-point play.
And now the lead's 11.
Ooh.
Yeah, again,
They're content.
I think Upper Merion's not going to take a shot unless it's wide open underneath the basket. I do not see them taking a shot.
This is where we need the shot clock. We take the stalling out of the game.
And it's funny because the only reason I knew that was a 3 and then a 2, it actually happened last night with the Sixers.
And there's the shot that you're looking for, but that's going to be waved off. Foul on the floor. Yeah, you bring up an interesting point, Jerry. I mean, this is, it's certainly not a. I mean, 11 points is a lot in less than 2 minutes in high school basketball, but Upper Merion certainly within the rules of the game, doing what they need to do.
I mean, they're just making them foul at this point. I mean, taking the one and one out of the game is definitely an advantage when you're in the shoes of Upper Merion right now. Making them foul you get an automatic 2 shots. I mean, 11-point lead is tough to come back from when looks like Thompson fouled out.
Yep.
It's tough to come back from, especially at this point in the game. Minute 35 left, down 11. But it's definitely possible. I mean, we get a couple turnovers here, a couple missed free throws, hopefully.
Joe Schreiner in the game.
Bodies everywhere.
You got to give him credit, too. I mean, Upper Merion's really moving the ball
Here,
around
pass.
as they.
It's got to be Boyertown's.
Tipped it.
Tipped it. Okay.
Upper Merion's doing what they need to do. They're keeping possession. Other than that one that got tipped, their passes are where they need to be.
Yeah, I mean, they're
getting rid of it before the pressure comes.
That's all you got to do.
that's a great
Splitting
split.
defenders.
I mean,
Not
one thing about
forcing
them
it.
is they're not panicking. They know how many bodies there's a wide open shot.
Oh, my.
Yep.
They know how many bodies are coming at them, and they just like Smiley just did there. He found the open guy, and no panic on his demeanor.
Need the skip. Yeah, it looked like a walk.
Boyertown a little out of sorts here. 3-pointer from Trey Kern is no good. There's
Go up
that
and go
rebound from Dalton.
Go up again. That's looked like a foul.
Cole's going to try to dunk. Unable to do so.
Timeout
we
for
got
subs.
Upper Merion calls timeout to get somebody to the game. And as we... Oh, board wasn't updated. check the Boyertown Athletics website for the upcoming schedule.
Because we don't have it.
Under a minute to go here. And it looks like they're going to.
Looks like they're going to pull away.
As they
Tell you what, down 15, they're still playing hard.
It's one thing you can always say. We're always going to get that.
100%.
Cooper Rath is going to be going to the line here for the Bears. As the fans slowly start to make their way.
Patrons know what's about to happen. Make their way out of the stadium.
Oh, certainly, like we were talking about earlier, this was a game of the third quarter, is what this came down to.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, someone else had to beat the Bears other than Smiley. And, I mean, I give Upper Merion credit. They answered the bell and got a lot of points from a lot of different contributors in that third quarter, and that's exactly what blew this game open. I mean, I think it was a lot closer than the 13-point lead if you had a couple buckets from Boyertown in that third quarter, but, I mean, that's just how the game goes, game of runs.
It's a good week to be a Viking.
That is the truth.
Yeah, didn't even make that connection. So Boyertown's going to get, I guess that's what happened when you lose at home. Joe McClellan got that score off that scoreboard
I think it was
really fast.
43.
They lost by 15. It was 43-58.
458, yeah.
Looking at Boyertown's side, 14 from Jack Reeves and Trey Kern, 2 from Braden Johnson, 1 from Blaze Fry, 2 from Dalton Kircher, 5 from Ryan Thompson, 1 from Cooper Rath, and 5 from Brant Rath. On the Upper Merion side, we were looking and talking most of the night about Nick Smiley. He had 16 in the first half, ends the game with 18.
Wow.
Because
Team helped.
Josh Gwynn, nothing in the first half, 14 in the second half for the Upper Merion Vikings. 10 from Cole, 8 from Davis, 2 from McFadden, and 6 from Hirschhorn. So looking at next couple weeks for Boyertown, check the Boyertown Athletics website. Schedule will be there for you. We'll get you out here in the Bear Gym, I'm sure, upcoming soon. In the meantime, everyone have a safe and happy holiday weekend, and we will see you back here on the NFHS Network and the Boyertown Athletics Network on YouTube. Good night, everyone.